Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo down around this town?
Sure enough.
But who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.
Sure enough.
Can you dig it, you sucker,
Can you dig it, suckers? How you doing, fight fans? Here again, another hangout. Thursday, Chris Caban, EJ Boxing Live. Boy, we're gonna talk about some boxing, boy. Some boxing for you guys, man. Alright, so we're gonna get into it. Alright, we're gonna get into it. So, Chris Caban, on the screen, Muhammad Ali. This is a ticket for Muhammad Ali. It's in a couple of hours, so I think it's like the 12th or something like that. To later on today, the service is going to be in Louisville, Kentucky. So the tickets are free for people to come down as well. Well, that's a nice gesture, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Muhammad Ali ticket free to go and see his service. So it should be in a couple of hours, so everyone will sit. So just letting everyone know that they come pay their respects and stuff like that. I think we live streamed as well, and yeah, I think that Ali honor the greatest. So I'll obviously that just let you know, guys, know that the ticket. Make sure you guys tune in to watch Muhammad Ali over in America. I don't know what time. Like we're probably gonna get because we're 5 hours in front of you guys, so we'll probably get it like in the afternoon and stuff like that. But anyway, man, Chris, how you doing, bro? How you been? Chris Caban. Okay, Chris is on mute.
I'm doing good. I'm chilling. My bad.
That's all right. No problem, Chris, man. All right, Chris, man. Yeah, I was just letting everyone know about the Muhammad Ali, the thing. What did you think about? Give me your take on Muhammad Ali real quick, as a person.
As a person, he's a good guy. He's a civil rights guy, humanitarian. You can't say he's just more. He's more than boxing. He's just more than boxing. You can see everybody, politicians, different people. He's more than just boxing.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, well said. I echo what Chris is saying, man. He's more than boxing, man. All right, man. But it's been a tough week. I was affected by Muhammad Ali's passing.
Everybody was affected by it.
Yeah, I ain't do nothing.
Everybody that got into boxing, most people, the first boxer they studied was probably Ali.
Yeah.
Mostly anybody.
Yeah, I haven't done anything like this. Is the first boxing thing I've done like since then. I haven't been interested in doing it after Ali passed and stuff like that. So we will honor it and get back on it thing. I'm sure Ali wants us to do this. He'll jump back on the ball, so to speak. So first off, yeah, we got on Friday the 10th over here in Friday the 10th over in London, England. We have Enzo Maccarinelli, the Cruiserweight, fighting Dmytro Kurashi. This guy Kurashi fought Alinga Maruku, the one who got knocked out by Tony Bellew, and he beat Malinga Makaku beat him, and so they're fighting. Enzo's fighting for the European title. Who do you think is going to win this, Chris? That fight, Chris?
I seen that fight. The guy that Tony Bellew fought him. I seen that fight, but I think Enzo should beat that guy though.
Yeah, yeah. You remember Enzo knocking out Roy Jones Jr., right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Enzo should beat him. I'm gonna go Enzo.
Enzo should beat him. Enzo should beat him. If Enzo don't beat that guy, I think he might need to retire.
Yeah, maybe. I got Enzo about 12th round decision UD. What you got?
Enzo should be able to get that guy out there. I think Enzo should stop him by 8.
All right, nice and easy, man. Going down to
I can't talk. I can't talk.
Yeah.
Yo, go ahead, Natty.
Y'all disrespect the Eye King.
I didn't even know you was there, my brother. So Enzo Maccarinelli versus the Dmytro Kurashi. I usually
Fresh off the Roy Jones Jr. destruction, man. Enzo blast this guy out of there within 7, man. He can punch, man. If one thing he could do, he could punch. And from what I see of the guy, he's a he can't that dude can't crack off Enzo's chin like that. You know what I'm saying? Enzo's chinny, but that dude will not crack his chin. He'll be able to take that dude's punches and he'll get that guy out of there. And they're matching them carefully. They're trying to get him back to another title, so I'm sure they're not putting him in there with anybody too dangerous.
Right. But that guy, the only one close to is Maningo, and Maningo's among the biggest punches in the division.
But EJ, I don't rate Malinga like that, because I seen a guy, I was watching Daily Motion, I seen a guy was beating up, I forgot the dude's name, he beat the hell out of Malinga. I can't say his name right now. I ain't never rated Malinga like that. That's why I picked Tony Bellew to beat him.
You and Natty picked that, right?
Yeah, me and Natty.
Yeah, you and Natty, man.
Remember that, EJ. Remember that.
Hey, I picked Tyson.
Yo.
I picked Tyson Fury to beat Klitschko. What's up, bro? Who that?
Let be Mars.
What's goody, fellas?
What's up?
Yeah. So my wife was in your city the other day, man. She went to that jazz festival.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It got rained out and tornadoed out, man. She said they was rushing Tamia off the stage.
True indeed. I was indoors on the weekend. You check it?
Yo.
Hey, before I get so Muhammad Ali's procession is gonna be, it's free for everyone to go. It's gonna be a couple hours live stream, so I'm just letting you guys know for everyone who's tuning in now, pick it out. Muhammad Ali's procession, great. I'll check it out. A couple hours, it'll be all over. But much. You know Enzo Maccarinelli, the guy beat Roy Jones. He's going against this guy, Marcel Karashi, for the European Cruiserweight title, 12 rounds. How you see that fight going?
Man, I don't know the opponent. I know Enzo, but I don't know who his opponent is, you know what I mean? I can't even call it.
Alright, that's cool. That's straight, man. All right.
Who's that guy? Who is he?
Man, he went 12 rounds with Alinga Makubu, one in Tony Bellew, you know?
Oh, with Makabu?
Yeah, Makabu, yeah. He went 12 rounds with him.
What's his name again?
Man, his name's Dmytro Karashi. Man, his name is a Russian name.
Yeah, I probably seen that fight because I've seen a few Makabu fights.
Yeah.
I just probably don't remember the name.
Alright, that's cool. Missing a few shows on Sunday.
Let's say Enzo B. Mars. That dude can't fight to me.
B-Mars is nice. B-Mars is white because he don't know too much about him, so he ain't gonna put himself out there. That's like...
Yeah, man, I just... Who knows if
he's black, yo.
Yeah, but hey, here's something you hate black though. In Verona, New York, Showtime. For everyone watching, yeah. Alright, Ruslan Provodnikov versus John Molina. I'm gonna go straight off the bat. I'm gonna pick. They're both terrible, you know, but I'm gonna pick Ruslan. John Molina's good, you know. But he's just looking shot these days. I think Ruslan looked garbage as well. I think Ruslan probably got a bit more than John. I'm gonna go Ruslan Provodnikov. 8-round stoppage. Chris Caban, how you see that?
I'm going to go with Ruslan probably by a 6-round stoppage. I think he can take a punch better than Molina can take a punch. And he hits harder, I think. So I got it by a 6-round knockout, Provodnikov.
It's at 140 as well. So, and John Molina's basically campaigning at lightweight, so you're right. Probably could take a bit punch better. How you see that fight going?
Man, I'm going with Ruslan Provodnikov, man. Both of them are pretty limited. Both of them kind of get happy with their signature punches. John Molina with the right hand and Provodnikov with the left hook. So they both could get drawn into these one-dimensional performances and things of that nature. But I think, what's his name, like you guys said, that Provodnikov could take the punch better. He's been at the weight longer. He's more acclimated to the weight. And we see how he did in there. He actually lasted the 12 rounds and took Lucas Makise's best shots while what's his name crumbled under the pressure. So I'm gonna go with Ruslan Provodnikov within 8.
Yeah, I see that as well. Hey, go ahead, B. Marsh.
Ruslan and John Molina, you know, I think it's going to be a war. I think it's going to be a slugfest, you know what I mean? You know, but I think at this stage of John Molina Jr.'s career, them fellas washed up, man. You know, he lost to an old-ass Humberto Soto, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'll probably go with Ruslan. You know, Ruslan is finally the A side, you know what I mean? Showtime, they showing him more love than what HBO was showing him. So I think he's going to show and prove, and he'll probably get this man, John Molina, out of there probably about, I'll probably say 8th to 9th round, you know what I mean? 8th to 9th round TKO.
Tony Ayo, the good one. Tony Ayo in the comment chat. He goes, I got the Russian because I want to see Verona in the full. That's interesting. I wonder if Verona Ruslan will fight Verona in the full. That's interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But I don't think Verona can make 140. He can't make 140 no more. So
Ruslan fought at 47 before, and he was pretty. He did a pretty good job against Timothy Bradley.
Bradley, yeah.
I think Bradley edged it out, but there was a lot of people ringside that thought Provodnikov might have won.
That's true.
Beat Provodnikov won.
See?
Yeah, I think Ruslan even cried when he heard the decision against Bradley, man. Them fellas was distraught, you know what I mean? He thought he won the fight.
Yeah. Actually,
you hear that damn interview Bob Aaron did about Provodnikov like late December. He was mad. He went to Showtime to get this fight.
Nah, I ain't peeped that one.
He ain't got no more options on Provodnikov, so the promoter took him to Showtime. They're gonna get all them fights with Al Hammond fighters.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing the Verona fight for real though.
Yeah.
That's where the dough is. The only good fight over there on HBO for him was the Ruslan Provodnikov fight, and was the Lucas Matisse fight, and you know that's done. Yeah. It's a done deal. Because he was offered the Terrence Crawford fight, and he didn't take it.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I understand why he didn't take it. Now that you guys say that, he didn't want to be locked into top rank anymore.
Yeah. He was
top rank any more favors.
I think he was gonna have to get that Crawford fight. He was gonna have to do like 6 fights or some shit.
Yeah, some bullshit. You know how it go, man. That's how these promoters go, man. Especially nowadays when other people got the shit on lock. It's kind of like the recording business with these 360 deals.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, man. So I guess everyone drop that in. All right, we're gonna go down. Demetrius Andrade versus Willie Nelson. Whoa! At 154. I'm gonna find out what belt they're fighting for. But straight off the bat, I like this fight, and we're gonna see what Demetrius Andrade is about. We're gonna see Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson's limited for his height and everything, man, and he's always probably gonna be underdog in this fight. I like Willie, but bro, I like Dimitri. Man, he's just unreal, man. Like he really needs to just do something, bro. But like, it's a 50-50 fight. But I think Demetrius Andrade, man, is just so unreal. You know what? I'm gonna be upset minded. I wanted to just go with the favorite, Andrade, but I'm just gonna go Willie Nelson, bro. I like what Willie Nelson's body of work up to now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson on points, man. UD. Chris, come back. How you see that?
I'm gonna go with Andrade, man. I never liked Willie Nelson. I think I'm gonna go with Andrade by a 6-round knockout, man.
Just get into the
I never liked Willie Nelson ever.
All right, Natty.
I was shitting on Willie Nelson for a while. I was really giving him the business, man, because he could never seem to get over the top. He had that very good performance against what's that up and coming prospect names, Chris? Remind me, from Detroit.
Tony
Harrison.
Yeah.
Tony Harrison. He had that really good performance against Tony Harrison. I mean, he was losing the fight, but he dug deep and he found another gear and got Tony Harrison out of there. He definitely had a decent performance against Vasyl Martirosyan. He started off well, but Vasyl Martirosyan changed gears on him and was able to, beat him up down the stretch. So it seems like when he gets in there with the more talented level of fighter, it's kind of hit or miss. But he does have experience. He's been in there with the who's who. But it seems to me he's definitely chinny at the weight class. He refuses to use his assets in there. He doesn't fight tall at all. He does too much inside fighting. His defense is suspect. And Demetrius Andrade is just the better all-around, more talented fighter with pop, with better defense, can get out of the way of these some of these telegraph wide punches that Willie Nelson likes to throw. And I think Demetrius Andrade, I'm gonna say a dominant 12-round unanimous decision. But if he gets stopped, he gets stopped late.
All right. So you got Demetrius Andrade by a decision.
Yeah. If the stoppage comes, it's gonna be late. It's not gonna be like a blowout early. But because Willie Nelson could take a few punches here and there, and Demetrius Andrade can punch, but he's not a banger. So I feel that Willie Nelson could stand up to his shots. He's not a puncher like that.
All right, cool, man. Well, that's a good position. Go ahead, B. Marsh. How you see it?
Yeah, you know, Willie Nelson is a tall dude, man. He's a tall dude, but, you know, the guy sometimes he fights rather small, you know what I'm saying? You know, the man, Vanis Martirosyan, took him to school, you know what I'm saying? And that's a common opponent that, you know, with Demetrius Andrade, you know what I mean? And I think the man Andrade's southpaw style, he's also a tall guy himself, you know what I mean? You know, he's a tall dude, and I think he's gonna outbox Willie Nelson for 12 rounds and win a unanimous decision. You know what I mean? I probably got him winning probably 9 of 12 rounds for a unanimous decision.
Wow, man, yo, man, that's good, man. You see the opposite way from me, but I'm gonna come back at you, Mark, because I kind of left you at the back. So you're gonna start this one in New York. So we got in New York, Showtime, and in New York as well. HBO is in New York as well. We got Roman Martinez versus Vasyl Lomachenko. What's his name again? Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl. I ain't go. Vasyl
Lomachenko.
All right, we're gonna start with B. Marsh. I'll come back that way now. B. Marsh.
Yeah.
How you see that fun? How you see that fight going?
You know, I think this gonna be my upset special of the week. You know what I mean? You know, the man Rocky Martinez, he's a 3-time world champ, you know, but he is definitely a B-class level fighter. He's definitely not an A-class fighter, you know what I mean? And I don't know if Lomachenko is either, you know. Lomachenko, ever since he got that belt from when he won the vacant belt against Gary Russell, he's fought a bunch of nobodies, you know what I'm saying? And sure enough, he has knocked 2 out of the 3 opponents. He's knocked them out, you know what I mean? But who are these guys he's fighting, you know what I'm saying? He hasn't really proven whether he's improved or not. You know, he might look dazzling and flashy against these nobodies, but you know, I think I'm gonna have to ride with Rocky Martinez. I think Rocky Martinez, he's a guy who's beat Salido once. You know, he's dropped Salido a couple times in that very first fight they fought, and I think he's a guy. You know, Vasyl Lomachenko is definitely the better boxer. You know, if Roman Martinez lets this man stay on the outside and be the outboxer, then he probably has no chance. So I'm expecting Roman Martinez to go in there with roughhouse tactics and go to the body and put pressure on the man, you know what I'm saying? The man, Rocky Martinez, he can pressure fellas, you know what I mean? He can, you know, sure enough, he put the pressure on Salido in the first fight, you know, so I think that's his only way of winning. Plus, you know, he's going to have the crowd behind him, the Puerto Rican contingent going to be out there for Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend, and I think they're going to help him, man, try to rally and get this victory, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the man, I think he's going to pull off the upset, and he's going to win a close decision. I see a split decision victory for Roman Rocky Martinez.
Cool, man. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nate.
Man, okay. Very biased pick. Rocky Martinez by total destruction.
Have I not play?
No.
Say that.
Rocky Martinez by total destruction. I don't care if it happens or not, but I'm not freaking picking Lomachenko in this. I'm being obviously biased. I'm telling the whole world that this is a biased pick. You know what I mean? I don't care how good Lomachenko is or how good he looks against his little punk-ass limited opponents. Yeah. I'm picking Rocky Martinez. Peace.
All right. Chris Goodman.
Very dangerous fight for Lomachenko because I think Roman Martinez, he got a pretty good jab too, and he can box from the outside, and he got long reach. And not only that, he can hurt you. He knocked Mikey Garcia down. He beat Salido, so I wouldn't be surprised if Roman pulls it off. But I'm gonna go with Lomachenko, and I think Lomachenko might see the canvas though. He gets back up. I'm gonna go with this is hard. I want to say Lomachenko, but I can't just because he ain't never fought nobody like Roman Martinez yet.
All right, look, man.
So I'm gonna just pick. I'm gonna call it 115, 113 Lomachenko.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go UD on Lomachenko. I think, I think they're picking him to look good. I can see why Nike didn't pick him. You know what I mean? I can see that, but it's not picked for Lomachenko to look good. You know what I'm saying? So
he ain't gonna look good in this fight, I guarantee you.
No, he won't. But this is where he's supposed to showcase his skills, man. Because he ain't fought no one since Salido. So but this is a soft up kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because Roman, Martinez look fragile, but he come on good lately. But Lomachenko should be able to do him. I want Lomachenko by United decision on this one. All right, we're moving on. What we got here? Man, I'll make the screen small. All right, let me do this. Okay. Felix Verdejo first fighting one. Jose Martinez. Now I don't even know who he is, but he's probably a no one.
Verdejo,
Felix Verdejo by probably knockout or UD. Go ahead, Chris.
It's just a fight for Felix Verdejo to look good in front of the Puerto Rican Day Parade crowd. It's going to be a knockout. It's an easy fight. He needs to step up his competition, though.
Yeah, he does, man. Go ahead, Nate.
Verdejo, Boricua, go and stop.
Nope.
It's time, man. It's time to step it up. Who is this Uber driver that you're fighting, fam?
It's my cousin.
I don't know who this guy is.
It's my cousin, Jose.
Damn, fam. I don't know who this guy is. There's only so much showcase fights that Top Rank could give you, man. Felix Verdejo by total devastation, maybe within 3. Because this cat, I don't know who he is. Nobody. They pulled his name out of a hat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think nobody to get him a big knockout in front of that crowd.
Yep. Puerto Rican Day Parade showcase fight. Get the hell out of here with that shit. Peace.
Be much.
Yeah, I also don't know who Verdejo's opponent is, just like most of his opponents, you know what I mean? He is still undefeated, 21-0, but, I'm not too sure who his opponent is. So I'm expecting, like Chris said, I'm expecting the man to come in, get an easy touch-up, tune-up fight in front of the Puerto Rican fans, you know what I'm saying? In Madison Square Garden. So, I probably got him winning by either KO or TKO, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's definitely going to have an opponent in there to make Verdejo look good,
I'm in on BoxRec right now. I'm trying to find the guy. Maybe they might have changed the opponent actually, so it might not be even that dude. Send me this one minute.
That dude, man, it's time for him to step up. You got over 20 fights. He's going backwards.
It seemed like it, man. He had so much buzz about him from the 2012 Olympics. So I
must say I ain't never really rated him
He is fighting that dude. I just found the dude. He's fighting that dude.
But Draza got the same amount of fights.
The dude's only lost. He's only lost twice, The guy's only fought twice.
But Pedraza got the same amount of fights, EJ, and he fought better competition. They got the same amount of fights. Why is this dude fighting people like that?
This guy's from Mexico as well. You're right, man. He's 30 years of age. He ain't really done anything. He's been in Mexico all of his career.
Right.
So, you're right, man. They they pad up records these days. You know what I'm saying? You can fight cab drivers. I'm gonna go with Felix Verdejo, like knockout thing. All right, Zhao Shiming's fighting this guy called Jozsef. Zhao Shiming's gonna win. That's a showcase fight as well. Zhao Shiming, go ahead, like probably he don't go knock no one out, so I'll go ahead by UD. B Marsh, how you see it?
I don't know who Zhao Shiming is fighting.
He's fighting this guy Jozsef. Like, okay, yeah, go ahead.
What's his name?
Jozsef Adif. You know, some dude, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I've never heard of that guy, and you know, there's no telling with Zhao Shiming, but I was never high on Zhao Shiming, you know what I'm saying? I never really rated his skills, you know, them fellas about 34 years old, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't got no pop, no punching power. Them fellas just fights like, just basically throwing punches out there, man. I'm expecting him to win. I don't know who the guy he's fighting is, but I wouldn't be surprised if he struggles with the guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's for the 12th round in WBO international belt, so he's got a ranking, but I don't know, man.
Is this Zhao Shiming's first time in the States?
Nah, this is I've only fought in the States before. Okay, he's fighting China. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, cause
he be on them what do you call it?
Venetian China. Yeah.
Venetian, out there in Macau, China.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, that's a good point, man. He's making his show US debut in Madison Square Garden. I guess that's good.
Yeah.
That's good for him, man. All right, but I got him winning. Like the guy is really good. I got him winning by UD. All right, Chris. Knight, how you see that fight, guys? Knight.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, man. It's probably another showcase fight. First fight in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
They put a tomato can in front of him to look nice. But he has no pop. Mm-hmm. Even though in the recent fights he's been sitting down on his punches more and not throwing a lot of shoe shines. He's been throwing hard 1-2s, still not doing shit. You know what I mean? So he just doesn't have power. No matter what he does, changes his technique, sits down on the punches, whatever the case may be. So I see this lopsided unanimous decision.
There you go. That's what I'm saying, man. And Chris Caban?
Showcase fight. Zhao Shiming. Who cares?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think let me see. There's some fights on Sunday, but I think basically, yeah, that's it, man. It's been a hard week because like Ali as well. There's over and above, but like I ain't even interested in that, man. Like, yeah, it's been a hard week with boxing, and I haven't been interested in doing no hangouts, like I said before. I was talking to Chris, but like like I said, Ali's funeral and procession is happening in a couple of hours, so we probably will tune in. Everyone will tune in around the world to see that, pay their last respects to mom and dad.
That's today?
Yeah, it's today. It's today. You see on my ticket, the ticket. That's Mr. Bashir's.
Yeah, I see your ticket.
Yeah,
I didn't know whose that was. I thought that was T or something.
Yeah, I think that's Mr. Bashir's ticket. Like,
okay.
Facebook, and I got the video footage. You guys check out my channel.
I saw it. I saw it when you first put it out.
Yeah, Mr. Bashir walking around Ali's old training camp. Man,
man, that was a great video. That shit gave me chills watching that joint, man.
Yeah.
I was just imagining, Ali's mind frame when he going up there in them Poconos woods up there in Pennsylvania, and getting ready for an opponent.
For real.
Yep.
I wonder why they make his training camp in a hotter place, man. Down there's like Mr. Bashir was talking about down there's. But I guess he wanted those surroundings to be hard. You know what I mean? To toughen you up. Down there it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold and there's mountains and there's woods out there in Pennsylvania. Those places by the Poconos, you know what I mean?
Ali used to train in combat boots and shit, fam.
Yeah. You see Ali on all the rocks. You see all the rocks and names of all the great fighters.
Yeah.
That's it. That is, you're right. When I saw the names of the rocks, it's all the greatest fighters to come down. You know? Dempsey, all of them. Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, man. That's why, like, the old timers, like, I ain't got time to be disrespecting old time fighters. They're great, you know. And this whole argument with Floyd and Muhammad Ali to be right there, distract. Like this is the time for Muhammad Ali. He ain't got no time for that, man. Ain't no more time to hear nothing about like what Floyd's doing his thing. You know, he's live and well, and his family, and he's retired. And God bless him. Muhammad Ali's a great, and like we just want to honor Muhammad Ali. You don't just get into this point where like Muhammad Ali will even tell you if he was alive, he ain't trying to go at Floyd. It's like two black brothers doing their thing. He ain't like that. So the people trying to perpetrate that, y'all need to check yourself for real. That's just my take on it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no need for that, you know? So, yeah, like I said, everyone will pay their respects to Muhammad Ali, procession, funeral, and stuff like that, man. It's like, it's been a hard week, though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
It's been a hard week, man. Anything else you guys want to bring up? Anything? Oh, yeah. No, I'm not gonna be talking about Dillian no more, like, live. Like, I ain't bringing up that stuff no more. I ain't bringing up that stuff no more.
Kimbo Slice and Errol Spence replacement opponent, Leonard Bundu.
Yeah.
Kimbo Slice? What do you mean Kimbo Slice?
He passed away a couple days after.
Oh, yeah. Talk about Kimbo. Oh, you bring up the subject. Yeah, just talk about Kimbo Slice real quick. Man, Kimbo Slice, man. That's like, he had a fight with Dada 2000. Dada died and came back to life, yeah? And
Yeah. You heard the test results of that fight, right?
They try to say Kimbo was on something, right?
Steroids.
Who was? Kimbo or the opponent?
Kimbo flown the test.
Yeah, but you see the thing about Kimbo, yeah? Why would Kimbo think like he was all cut out? Why did he need steroids, man?
A lot of people cut up taking steroids.
He was
He was a naturally good guy. Man. I don't know why he would take that. That's what I don't get.
And it didn't help him because he had no stamina.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't help him at all.
Dada was about 300 pounds when he fought him. And that dude leaning on you like that took all his gas away.
Man. And it didn't seem to affect him at all because they had him scheduled for another fight coming up in the next few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they was throwing that shit under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it came out when they passed the results of that Dada fight.
Yeah, man, that shit. They didn't care about that, obviously, because he was about to get right back in the ring.
Heart attack was bad, man.
But when I heard he had a heart attack and he's just 1 year older than I am, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Mhm. Me too,
You know,
man.
swelling of the heart and shit. Look at remember Reggie White?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was beloved and everything, but he was taking some shit, man.
Reggie White, the football player, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. The minister of defense.
Yeah, I don't get. No, I mean, like, that ain't. He got in them. A lot of guys taking that stuff. That stuff mess with your heart.
Yeah, it swells up your heart, man.
Yeah.
So you freaking having a old ass man heart, you 80-year-old heart in a 30-year-old body.
Yeah, Kimbo had stamina problem as well. By the way, Muhammad Ali's funeral was already started already. By the way,
What channel is it?
He's already. Right now they're even bringing his funeral casket out. Or in. There's a picture right now. There's Muslims both sides. I think it's the Jewish faith as well. Like they got the casket right now, you know. But it's
know what channel it's on.
Yeah, it's happened. It's either happening or happening, but you're gonna find out soon. But yeah,
I know ESPN is gonna show the funeral on Friday. They're showing that live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sad. Like Kimbo Slice, you're right. You know, the death of Kimbo Slice. You know, man. He's the same. Bro, like he's only 40, man. That's quite young, man. You know.
And he has children, man. One of his kids is actually in the mixed martial arts game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's you know what I mean? Hard, man. You know.
And he's a fellow West Indian man. He's from the Bahamas and shit.
Yeah. He made his name for himself on the street, but he came strong. He undefeated in boxing, by the way. He never lost the boxing.
Yeah, he undefeated in boxing.
Yeah, he undefeated in boxing. He never lost no boxing match, man. But yeah, man, that's that. And obviously,
and he has Ray Mercer on his resume.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
In boxing or MMA?
In MMA.
True.
Yeah. Hey, Natty, what's the other subject you brought up again? To Kimbo.
Leonard Bundu being the replacement for Christoph, whatever his name was, the Russian dude.
Manov.
Yeah. So I mean, what happened there?
Them fellas ain't trying. Nobody want to fight Errol Spence, man. Even Lamont Peterson, because Lamont Peterson is ranked above Bundu. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And even that kid Jeff Horn, the Australian kid who beat Randall Bailey about a month or two ago.
You don't want.
He's also ranked above Bundu.
You know what would have been nice? Sammy Vasquez.
That's why I was saying too, Sammy Vasquez.
What's up, Sammy Vasquez? You don't want that work?
Bundu, I like Bundu. Bundu's better, man.
Better than Vasquez?
I'm just saying, Bundu, he's a good fighter. You know what I mean? But
shit though.
He's also 2 years older than he was, man, when he fought Keith Thurman. The guy's like 3 years old.
You don't want that work with Errol Spence, man. Like, Bundu's more on it. Bundu will be on it because he's been the European champion. He just got the belt.
Yeah, made that fight ugly, too.
What? If he keeps
he's going to come to fight, but how much does he have left at 42 years old?
Thurman couldn't stop him.
Memorial service.
That was a couple years ago, too. He's older and inactive.
He gave Thurman some problems, man.
Yeah? He made Thurman box. He made Thurman box.
Yeah.
Well, I think
and
Errol
played safe.
Spence is going to knock him out because Errol Spence is like the best body attack.
I like Bundu in that fight, man, but I think Bundu, because look, Keith Thurman knocked them down in that, and he went the distance, and like, he's provenly tough. That he destroyed two people's careers, man. He messed up that what's his name again? Lee Purdy, messed up Lee Purdy, and he bashed up Frankie Gavin. Like,
EJ.
Yeah.
I recommend that you go with your namesake this time. You see what happened when you picked against him the last time.
I ain't picking against Errol this time, though. I'm just saying. I ain't picking Bundy to win this fight. I'm just saying Bundy could probably be durable. That's why. Look, Sammy.
Okay, don't do it.
I'm saying if it was Sammy, in my opinion, Sammy would be taken out. I just think Bundy would go distance. Sammy gonna get knocked out, bro. Come on, Sammy can't.
Yeah, but. That's what you do though, man. You put these young fighters against each other and see who's the cream of the crop, who deserves to be there and who don't. Don't build him up to the point where he gets the title shot and he wasn't shit to begin with.
Yeah. Hey, Minister Farrakhan's
right now.
Minister Farrakhan's gone to Muhammad Ali's casket right now. I'm watching it right now. It's like
yes, Farrakhan is there.
Yeah, he's there right now.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
where you watching it at? What channel is on?
I'm watching on Facebook. I'm watching it through on Ringside. If you go Facebook, go Ringside. The guys listening as well. They've got it at Ringside on their Facebook page. You can see the memory.
Yeah. He should be doing the eulogy.
Right.
They got it on YouTube.
He's there, like he over there. I think brother Nassim Hamid is Bernard Hopkins guy is over there. I think he's there. I think Mr. Big was coming a bit later actually, but he was there. Yeah.
So
man.
Mr. Bashir is in the States right now?
Yeah, I think so. No, actually, I think you have to go to Europe first. Do that over there. Someone jumped in. Do that. Is that Gus? Yeah, it's Gus. Great old talk shows. Yeah, Gus over here. Just Gus. You don't think you type, you can just jump in, Gus. You know what I mean? But it's all good. Like, we're gonna continue. Natty, what else we got here? What else have to? So we still on Errol Spence, right?
Yeah, anybody else got anything to say about Errol Spence?
You know, the man, what's his name? Kell Brook ain't gonna fight Errol Spence even if Errol Spence wins. I think the man's gonna jump up to 154, man, after he unifies them belts. If he does unify with Jesse Vargas.
Jesse Vargas?
Yeah, Kell Brook ain't gonna fight that man because you see how Eddie Hearn and them, they lied that Errol Spence and them, they ain't want that fight.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
I mean, it's common sense to see that was a lie when the IBF is out there demanding that he fight another eliminator.
Mm-hmm.
He can't fight for their belt if the if the sanctioning body is not allowing it. The sanctioning body has to approve it.
I thought that's what the Algeria fight was for, you know?
Yeah, the sanctioning body said it was Algeria. Then the sanctioning body said you got to fight one more. You can't go straight to Kell Brook for whatever reason.
Yeah, they ain't say that for Kevin Busy and these Jojo Dan and these guys, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Yeah.
And they didn't say that when Kell Brook was going for the title against Sean Porter.
Yup.
They could have gave him another, fight to fight before he fought Sean Porter. But Sean, yeah, he sent him right into the Lions then. And Kell Brook was actually supposed to fight what's his name, and he pulled out several times, and Devin, he was supposed to fight. Right? Yeah, and both of them got injured. You know what I'm saying? And Devin Alexander ended up fighting Purdy and then Sean Porter after that.
Yeah.
And Kell Brook was allowed to hold on to his spot.
Yeah.
Oh, indeed.
Well, the welterweight division right now, like the welterweight division moving, but I don't think there's no waves there. Like Kell Brook don't want to fight. He talks he wants to fight. That Errol Spence he ain't got no opponent. Errol Spence is the mandatory for him. Like man, Kell Brook needs to come on, man. Kell Brook needs to step up, man.
Yeah, it's time, man. I mean, I guess that the unification bout is okay.
Oh, you talking about Jesse Vargas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Kell's gonna beat Jesse Vargas.
Yeah, but Jesse Vargas is gonna get abused.
He's gonna get beat down, man. Kell's gonna pick up that belt.
I don't know. Jesse Vargas got this power out of nowhere. He reminds me of somebody.
You don't get no credit. You get any credit beating Jesse Vargas? Real?
What's up?
Jesse Vargas got a decent resume. He's fought some good guys, you know?
Beat Jesse Vargas, man.
But he done got a lot of gifts.
Yeah, a lot of gifts, sure. Yep.
Lots of gifts.
He gonna know.
And Natty, he also got some power out of nowhere, too.
Yep.
Yeah, I was there live to see that, man.
He gonna get knocked out.
I couldn't believe how he dropped that man like a sack of potatoes, you know?
Yep. Out of nowhere, man.
I'm going to say right now, if he hurts Kell Brook, he need to be tested after the fight.
No BS, man. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kell Brook asked for a test before that fight.
Yeah, because this dude got punched. This dude, like his last opponents, he got crazy power.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't like Errol Spence wants to fight.
He had what, like 8 knockouts up until that fight?
Yeah. Kell Brook, man.
Yeah. Nah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to fight nobody. Like, that's
the way Bradley was wobbling, the way he hit Bradley, I was like, what the
yeah.
I ain't trying to fight. Look, man, that's why I like the heavyweight division, because you know what I'm saying. They're willing to fight everyone. Like, you know what I mean. They want to fight everyone. So. I mean,
what about Wilder fighting Areola? You guys like that?
Yeah, that's a good topic right there.
That's a good paycheck for Wilder. There ain't gonna be no fight.
Good though.
You said what?
The build up.
Why does he keep on getting title shots, man?
Who?
Freaking Chris Areola.
Why, man? Why not, man? He's a good. He brings entertainment, though.
Yeah, that fella's really lost his last 3 fights, in my opinion, man.
Does he perform? When you bring entertainment, you actually gotta perform on the night, man. And he don't perform, man.
Yeah, but he gonna put up strike. He
gonna entertain when Wilder knock him out, because I see him trying to trade with Wilder, try to show some machismo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I see him getting laid out.
What up, Beats? What up, Uma?
What up?
Beats?
What up, everybody?
What's good?
Oh,
What's
up, man?
Yeah, we just.
I go, yo. We got some beats.
Yo, what's up, man? Turner?
Yeah.
Boxing V, some rhymes is here. Ben Umar's here. We live.
Brother Ben.
Yeah, brother Ben. Hey, Muhammad Ali service. They're showing it all over the internet right now. So, like, we just gave our little take or whatever, and we done our predictions, Beats. There's a lot of fights. There's quite a few fights happening this week. Like, do you want to give you a prediction on it? Or you just want to just chop up whatever we're talking about? Don't have to though.
No, I think this is just a Muslim procession, Arrow. The real funeral, this one's for the Muslims. The other funeral live at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
No, but the Muslim one is the real. That's what he Muslim. Go ahead, Beats.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, we just chop up whatever. That's cool. All right, no worry, man. You won't put your neck out there because you smart. He's doing.
What fights you got? What fight?
It's Lomachenko versus Rocky Martinez, bro.
Well, that's Lomachenko all day.
Ah, here you go. Straight. Ruslan Provodnikov, John Molina.
I'll go for Provodnikov.
Sweet. All right, Demetrius Andrade versus Willie Nelson.
Oh, I think that could be tough. I'll go for Andrade.
See, Andrade, yeah, see, but you know what you're saying it though, you're going for, but you ain't getting no one like, you know what I'm saying, like, UD, knockout, you just like, okay.
Yo, if you want, I'll go for Andrade on points.
Right.
I'll go for Lomachenko on points. And who's the other guy?
Ruslan.
Ruslan.
Knockout.
Knockout for Ruslan?
Yeah.
I know you like Ruslan, bro. That's your dude right there. Like, Algeria. You know what I mean? Algeria. But that was it. We was just topping up Bundu versus Errol Spence as well. We was just like giving our take on that one.
Oh yeah, I heard it. I don't mind that match. I don't mind it.
Don't mind that one, nah.
That's okay. Why not? Listen.
Yeah,
if everyone is dodging the lad, then you don't complain when all you can find is a European contender. Don't complain, right? The Russian boy pulled out of the Eliminator, who just beat Brad Sullivan, right? Keith Thurman, I don't need to fight him. I don't need to fight him, Porter. He don't need to fight him. I don't need to. Bro, listen. Don't say shit. Don't say shit about, I was disappointed opponent. Well, the fuck do you want him to fight? The fight's perfectly good. Perfectly good fight. I'm alright with it.
We were talking like Sammy Vasquez Jr. should have got the call instead of Bundu. What do you think?
Well, why didn't they call him?
That's why I said. I reckon he would have got beat up anyway. Like Bundu's a tough ass dude, bro. You know what I mean?
What is it people are saying? Do they think Sammy Vasquez wants that beating that Chris Algieri took?
Nah, he don't want that.
Nah. But I want to see the two young prospects that they talking about right now at the welterweight square off and see who's the shit. We already know, but it's good to see it in the ring.
Man, they're saving that for a title fight. That's what it is.
That's what I'm talking about. When it gets to that point, you're gonna be left, with a lackluster feeling in the pit of your stomach because it's like he wasn't that great anyway. Well, one of them is gonna be like you're gonna feel that way about one of them. So it's good to see that shit now. Who's who, and then place that winner against a real fighter.
Yeah. Oh, I got other news. Andy Joshua over in the UK, he's on Essential magazines and the newspaper all over the new chap. So he's making headways all over the place. Andy Joshua, well, let's put that out there. Like he's on all the magazines and newspapers, which is pretty good. A local newspaper, so they extending his brand, doing pretty well. So I thought I'd put that out there as well. But the welterweight division making shifting moves. But to me, we was talking about Areola and Deontay Wilder, like whether Areola should get the call after he's had that many shots. What do you think?
Well, it's just a mark time defense, just not to waste the training camp. And I guess people are going to say that it's a weak defense, but I can't blame the guy. I'm not knocking his decision. He was prepared to go to Russia. They're going to make a mark time defense, and they better not take him that lightly. They better not take him that lightly. I don't like when opponents are taken lightly like that. Because, he's still got two hands. So I think he's a decent fight. Areola has been in some good fights. Why not?
That's what I said. Brother Umar. He disappeared.
Hey, anybody seen the sit down with Tyson Fury and Vladimir?
Yeah, I saw that one.
I've seen it.
Tyson crazy as shit.
Crazy as
man.
Crazy as shit. That's just exactly what you said. Crazy as shit, man. For real. You know what I mean? You just like, what you think? He said, like, we like for the people listening, like, give them a breakdown on kind of what he said and why you think he's crazy. Go ahead.
Well, he basically said that it doesn't matter if he wins or loses. As a matter of fact, he called himself a crazy person. He's sick in the head. He has suicidal thoughts. You know what I mean? He just was saying a whole bunch of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? That was just outlandish. It seemed like he made it look like he didn't care about the championship at all. He didn't care about being heavyweight champion at all. And it seemed like he kind of admitted to having some unstable problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about, doesn't matter if he win or lose.
Yeah.
It's just a boxing fight, and like you said, he don't care if he's here today or tomorrow,
Yeah.
What'd your take be, Marsh? What do you think, me, Marsh?
I think he's just basically trying to act like a a guy who has issues in front of Vlad, so maybe, Vlad could, might have sympathy, because also Vlad was kind of acting stupid in the beginning when he was talking about he just ain't let his hands go. The man, Fury was asking him, why not? He just want to know. And the man, Fury...
And that was interesting, too.
Vlad was just there. He ain't have no answer for him. So they both are acting. They both weren't, to me, in my opinion, being genuine. But I'll say more, Fury, he's that kind of character. You could expect anything from him. But Vlad, I think Vlad is still shook up by what happened to him last November against Fury, man. And Vlad, he himself was basically talking like the belts ain't important, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just there to come fight, and he'll just let his hands go more. That's what he said. He was asked why he won't let his hands go before, and he ain't have no answer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was an interesting exchange. That part about letting the hands go, it's like, because the mediator asked him, what happened in the fight, and he was like, I just didn't let my hands go. And basically to take credit away from what Tyson did in the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he playing mind game, and Tyson's giving it back. Oh, okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Playing mind game. Base, what's your take on that, man? You see the psychology war battles. You see that as well?
Yeah, I saw a lot there. I think he's kind of used to Tyson Fury as well, because he was saying, the unpredictability can pose a problem. So he's facing up to the realness of the situation. He's not deluding himself, But it's going to be good. I like the face-up. I liked it. But we knew Tyson was going to come with his madness in it. Like what Tyson does, Tyson plays down all of his achievements. That's what he does, so you can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He tried to do like MMA, what Eminem did, didn't it?
That's exactly what I said in the video. I just loved
it. Yeah, he tried to do that shit. You can't do nothing. So when someone does it, what you can't do nothing to them. They're already doing themselves up, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would just glad that even glad tell
he's like, look at you, you're a chiseled specimen, and I'm just big and fat over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you beat me, you're not gonna beat me because I'm still gonna be the heavyweight champion.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what it means. And if you go on to do great things, it makes me look good.
Exactly. He was saying shit like that. And then he got his wife involved. I'm crazy, right? I don't care if I live or die, right? And then he's like, she wouldn't answer, and he raised his voice and made her answer and shit.
Shit. I've been around with Fury, his wife's pretty pushy. I was gonna get interviewed. James Holder was interviewing him. It was in the Nick Blackwell UBAC press conference, Wayne, and his wife goes to me, "Are you next?" He's just got a Manchester accent. Right, are you waiting for him? Are you next then? And I goes, nah. All right then. Hey, she's pushy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? She drives him nicely. Like the two, they complement each other well. Like, happy-go-lucky guy, man. But yeah, like they're a tag team. You know what I mean? She gonna back him up, even if
right.
Maybe if it's not, but that's what a wife's supposed to do, right? Back him back.
Definitely. Yeah. And the fight is in Manchester, so that's gonna be interesting.
I think Klitschko gonna get booed, man. I don't think he's gonna expect. I think he's never been to a. He's out of his comfort zone, and most even when he come to America, like the crowd is so. But in England, we're rowdy, bro, and we would let him have it. Like they don't want Tyson to lose the belt to Glad. They don't want him to lose the belt to the Glad, so they're gonna give it to him. You know, Tyson's gonna be surprised how the fans are gonna be cheering him.
Tell you, man, he was also out of his comfort zone in Germany, not with the crowd, but with the opponent that was in front of him. An elusive, herky-jerky, very tall guy. He's not used to fighting that kind of fighter. You know what I'm saying?
A tall, awkward 6'9" guy, you know what I mean? Who could spin off the back foot and, can box.
Yeah, man. So that shit threw him off. And the crowd in Germany, he's used to. So the crowd is gonna throw him off in England because the crowd in Germany, man, they act like they're fucking watching the opera and shit. You ever watch the crowd in Germany?
No.
They're not excited at all.
Okay, sorry, yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah, they just quiet, man. Don't got no passion.
They act like they're they're on Broadway watching a Italian opera or some shit.
True indeed.
I'm looking for somebody to pull out one of them glasses with the binoculars on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, though, he's been fighting since the 90s, and this is one of the most unusual opponents he faced. Not the hardest, because he's been knocked out before by bigger punches.
Yeah.
But, yeah, of course. I think Lamont Brewster, he took out, Galotto in a round. He was hitting quite hard at the time, Lamont Brewster, when he took out Vlad. So he's been...
Yeah, and you know what? It's not always the powerful guys that make you look bad. Sometimes it's the guys that just are hard for you to hit. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying, stylistically, it's something he hasn't faced, but I think it's a challenge for him. I don't think it's beyond him. I think he can make some adjustments. I'm not sure if it's too late, but I think we will see some changes. I
hope so. It'll make for a better fight, but it just seemed like he's been lulled to sleep. He's been in a comfort zone for so long. It's hard to change that up in one camp. Early in his career, he will fight all over, man, but the last 15, 20 fights, man, have been in Germany. You know what I mean? Have been in Germany in front of his home crowd, in his comfort zone, with his network, his Big Mac fit in the middle of the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's used to that shit. You know what I mean? And, going to Manchester now, that should throw him off a little bit. And if, Tyson Fury comes in with that same style, he's had it in his DNA before, but it's so far removed now, man, for him to let his hands go like he said he is.
Look,
I gotta see it to believe it.
Tyson Fury's a good boxer, but apart from the feints, I wouldn't say he's more elusive than Chris Bird or them guys.
No.
He's got reach. He's got reach. But Vlad has to make a few. I don't think it's an insurmountable task in making adjustments.
He's not more elusive than Chris Bird, but he's taller with it.
Yeah, much bigger.
It's a range thing.
Man, Chris Bird was hard to hit, man. I don't know if you guys.
He was slick.
What's his name? Got to him though, man. He got to him and he used his strength against him.
Abiabuchi?
Oh yeah, I bet Bucci too. But Vladimir, he used his strength against Chris, and he pounded him out of there, man.
Chris beat Van Holyfield, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's funny,
but they were two smaller heavyweights. I knew Chris was gonna do that, man.
The funny thing, if he fought Van Holyfield when he was fresher, I don't think Chris would have had a bit easy chance like he did. Van Holyfield.
I think he still would have won though. He still would have won.
Van Holyfield, the Van Holyfield.
That fight is not far from the Tyson victories.
Yeah, but the Tyson victories, he was supposed to lose them fights anyway.
Right. So Evander is up and down. You know what I'm saying? It's stylistically, it just depends on the style. Evander looks better against certain styles than he does against others.
It's a good point.
But fights whatever style, win, lose, or draw. So, respect to him. But sometimes certain styles give him trouble.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, man. I was just saying, man. It's been a hard week, man. Ali and stuff like that. And there's more. Like this should for the YTBC and this YouTube boxing people just check boxing. It's a celebration of the man's life, and people posting videos about Ali and saying great things about him. It's all good, man. And you get a lot of casual people just come to the channels. They not normally would come. They'd come only because obviously Ali. We're talking about Ali, and Ali shows you the testament of the man. You know that. You know what I'm saying? He's bigger than life and stuff like that. Another thing I want to say, Spencer Fearon and Ben Dougherty, they're doing, where is it? Let me find real quick. They're talking on doing memory service. They're doing it in Hyde Park Corner tomorrow, outside. I think in Hyde Park they use a corner where people just go and speak the topics of the day. So Spencer Fearon is going to be there. He'll be coming here from Toto Boxing and Sky Sports. He's always over here. We always talk to him. He's going to be there with Ben Dougherty. They're going to be honouring the legacy of Muhammad Ali. Hyde Park tomorrow, 2:30 in London. So if you're around, go down to Hyde Park and check it out, man. And that's what I just put out there, man. Because like I said, people honouring Muhammad Ali even here, honouring Muhammad as we speak, man. I didn't really get a chance on Sunday. Missed the Hang Up Beach song on Sunday. I've done highlight reels and stuff like that, but it's the first time I actually come out and said anything about him and with you guys and stuff like that, man. But like I said, it's been a hard week. I didn't even cover the fights this weekend. I couldn't be bothered, man. I was so doomed up about the whole thing, man. But he's in a better place though, still. So that's the way that is, man.
Yeah, man. Even some casuals, who watched boxing over the weekend, The one thing they did appreciate, they said, they glad they watched boxing this weekend that passed when Muhammad Ali passed, because they got to see tributes and all kind of, good deeds that the man Ali did. They had nice tributes on HBO and ESPN. Yeah. And that's one thing I do know the casuals, they did appreciate, and they said they're glad they watched, even if they don't watch boxing every weekend, they're glad they watched it this weekend.
Yeah. Right about that. HBO had a really good one. Jim Lamptey broke down and cried, man. I didn't know Jim Lamptey, he grew up in North Carolina where it was extremely racist, and but he appreciated Muhammad Ali. He went to the first fight. He was saying he went to the fight with Joe Frazier and stuff like that.
Who, Jim Lampley?
Yeah, he got a video with him and Radio Raheem. It's pretty good. Joe, check it out on Radio Raheem on Seconds Out. Good interview with Jim Langley. Jim Langley started crying. He started tearing up how Muhammad Ali looked after his daughter and he showed his daughter tricks and stuff like that. And his daughter will never forget it, man. She's 24 now. You know what I'm saying? Even my cousin, she was telling me she met Ali when she was a baby. When she was really young, he picked up and kissed her on her cheek. And I goes, when that happened? It's like so many people remember that, man. They feel like they're blessed to even, I never met him or anything. I kind of feel away what everyone did, but people who ever met Muhammad Ali, they'll never forget in their life.
Like when I was a baby, man, Muhammad Ali came to Jamaica and got to keep the city and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he was spared throughout the world, man.
Yeah. Wow.
There's a clip I seen. I reposted it on Facebook, and Muhammad Ali actually helped talk down this brother that was, about to jump off the building and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I never knew about that.
Yeah, he took some guy down. Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny because you see the film Rocky, right? That made Sylvester Stallone really big, and it was basically about Muhammad Ali, and it basically was like
the bleeder.
Yeah, beating. Yeah, but he had the style of Rocky Marciano, beating Muhammad Ali. He didn't win in the first fight, but they got him beat. Basically, depicting him losing and Muhammad Ali getting killed by a European fighter.
Right.
But it was never. That film was Rocky used that and propelled that, but it was basically based on Ali, and that film became a thing. But the trueness of Ali, he's dead now. This is where the truth is. You ain't know bloody film where you gonna beat me. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
The man, it's like the man's died, yeah, but his legacy and his thing will never go. If anything, it's growing. It's growing day by day. Like more people get to know Muhammad Ali than they did when he was right now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people. This guy, I heard like people on the train. Oh, Muhammad Ali died, man. Like they probably even heard it. Oh yeah, like people find out who he is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now my coworkers is asking me about, like, hey, I know you know some facts about Muhammad Ali. Tell me about him and whatnot. I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. Man,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, the Cruiserweight thing, and, everyone's talking about it. It's on everyone's lips, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's going to be. But it's strange because, like, I like Michael Jackson to go out that way, but he never got the chance to because of, all the stuff they accused him of. But Muhammad Ali, thank God, yeah, like, his end days weren't marred with controversy before he left the earth, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm sure they respect, man.
They didn't get him like they got a lot of the prominent black.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Pedophile and this, that, madness, you know what I mean? But I was hearing that some people say he was poisoned.
Yeah, they're going to put stuff out there to this thing, but it doesn't matter what they say. Like, you know what I mean? The man was fighting Parkinson's.
There was a few people saying he was actually poisoned in the 80s with the Parkinson's.
Is it? Yeah, well, possibly. You can poison someone with Parkinson's? Well,
yeah, you can do anything, man. You can do anything.
Right, they can, look, man, they're going to put rumors out there. It seems to me, like Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, them type of people, right? They live forever. Like, the stuff they impact, you see, in mixed martial arts, yeah? That whole story, you see that film Enter the Dragon? Bro, after people saw that, yeah, that was the seed what birthed mixed martial arts on that damn film. You understand what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali, he was so influential. If you see Way of the Dragon, when he got up and started moving around against Chuck Norris, he got that from Muhammad Ali, bro. Like, the Muhammad Ali was so influential. Like, it's unfathomable how many people the man touched, bro. Like, the guy...
The game of death, too, man.
The game of death.
When he was going up those different levels, the only part of the movie that Bruce Lee is actually in, but he was going up those different levels, fighting all those different type of fighters in different styles.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, I mean, the man touched, like, his legacy so much. Like, look at the styles and the hand speed, the great, and his mouth, the way he talked, everything, man. Dress sense, code, everything, bro. He's just a perfect image.
He do stuff nobody would ever do, man. That's Ali. He does unorthodox stuff that no athlete would even think of,
Yeah.
Like how the man, went to the man Sonny Liston's house, and and he had the honey, and like you said, he about to come and trap a big black bear, The man Sonny Liston came out of his house like, what is this man doing? You know what I mean?
He had a bullhorn and shit.
Yeah. Ali was just wild like that, but that fellas was a confident young palm, and accepted, he knew it, and that's why he used it, he used his influence to his best ability, even for equal rights and for the civil rights movement, and just trying to inspire people.
Yeah,
think of Ali's image, man. Like you compare him to all the other great stuff. Like, okay. You go, let's say, if you go past Sam, I think Sam Lack was the best fighter, but let's take Sam Lack because he's from a different era. And even Jack Johnson, they say Jack Johnson wouldn't defend against black fighters, but he did fight Jim Johnson. But Joe Louis, there was like Joe Louis didn't fight a whole load of black boxers, and they were about like El Murray, Obie Walker. They were about, and Joe Louis, like even Ray Robertson, he's got Charlie Burley.
I'm out.
Henry Armstrong ain't really got nobody on the resume. They say he does. Ray Leonard he's got Aaron Pryor. He's got Don Curry. Haddon got a few. Like they say, Haddon didn't fight Michael Spiggs. He didn't rise to that. But Ali took on everyone, man. Ali took
everybody.
Like Floyd's got a few people they say he didn't. He could have dueled with. And he didn't. But Ali, Everybody.
His professional career because he believes he was the best. And you know what? He would go to your country as well. He'd come to your country. He wouldn't let you fight him. He'll go to wherever he needs to go to. And then when he was ready to draw inspiration to fight someone like George Foreman, who was like 10 years younger than him, went to Zaire and draw the energy from his ancestors and boy, give it. He put on a display that no one will ever forget, bro. The Rumble in the Jungle right there, man. Again, no, I didn't give him a shot. If I was there, I would have thought Ali was gonna get killed, man. Everyone thought that he gonna kill, get live, stuck on the rope a dope, made George punch himself out, and took him out, man. He took him out in the perfect way, the way George went down, man. And them two fights right there, like they will always stand out to me. The Sonny Liston fight and the George Foreman, because the thing is, yeah, if you're a fighter, most people are intimidated by power and stuff like that. Ali's like, bro, he didn't care about power. He would take it away from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't see what it is. That's why when people like they say, how would Muhammad Ali with the rope go against a prime Mike Tyson? Well, I tell you what, we have to get Ali in the rope though for him to lose against Mike Tyson. But even then, if you saw how frustrated Mike Tyson was when he went against Larry Holmes and he couldn't get him for a couple of hours before he finally clipped him. Would he knock out Ali? Well, Ali took punches from George Foreman and Sonny Liston.
Any shavers,
man.
Tyson ain't beating
Muhammad Ali. I don't think he's beating Muhammad Ali, but Tyson will tell you.
I don't think so.
Tyson told you. The thing is, you don't even need to argue. Like people were arguing for a while, and it was a good debate. But Tyson, it was good for Tyson, I guess. But Tyson will tell you himself, I ain't beating no Ali, man. You crazy? I won't beat that guy. Ali would get to him in the press conferences, bro, in the build-up. Get right in his head. Like Tyson could be the man's mouth. Ali's mouth is second to none. It's second to none, bro. Like Prince Nassim Hamid picked up the same thing, man. He used to do the same.
He loved Ali too.
Yeah, of course he did.
a few fights you can look at, man. Look at the James Tillis fight. Tillis fight's kind of like Ali, but he's not as good. And I tell you, that fight is a draw. A lot of few people had that fight a draw.
Man, yeah. Well, we can go even further. Henry Tillman, twice in the amateurs. I know maybe people that weren't nice, but look how he was just playing with Mike round and round. 2 times he done him, and he had the Ali style right there, innit?
That's right.
Right, man. But then if you look at Muhammad Ali versus kind of Mike Tyson style, look at Buster Matters versus Muhammad Ali. He had the peekaboo. He was bringing it to Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali in that fight. Yeah? I was looking at it because I know Buster Matters. He was trained under Customato, and he was trying to bring. You want to change that fight? Look how Ali dealt with that style, man. Like Ali dealt with every style. I think Ken Norton's style was. I think that style was just gave him trouble all the time.
And Jimmy Young.
Jimmy Young style as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Some styles they're just awkward, man. You know what I mean? But you know what style I was impressed he dealt with? It was Thingy style. The light heavyweight. What's the light heavyweight? Bobby Foster.
Bob Foster.
Yeah, because Bob Foster.
He dropped him plenty of times in that fight.
Bob Foster's a beast to deal with, yeah. And
he's a hard puncher.
Ali dealt with him, bro.
Bob wasn't good at heavyweight.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to you. But his style, he looked like he was unbeatable at light heavyweight, but at heavyweight against Ali's style, man, you couldn't do nothing, man.
Nah, but in all truth though, before Ali got to the heavyweight, Terrell beat him. Doug Jones beat him.
Joe Frazier beat him too.
Yeah, Joe Frazier, he never did well at heavyweight. He just couldn't transfer what he did at light heavy to heavy. He just couldn't do it. He had the height, but he just couldn't do it. But he's the only guy to cut Ali. Both of them guy to cut Ali.
Well, there you go, man. The great man himself, man. But the thing when we talk about Ali is more than boxing, though, isn't it? Like, we can stick on the boxing career, but he's done so many other things, isn't it? You know?
Like, the Young fight, man, that was a tough fight for him because he was trying to lead. Like when he was calling Young to him, Young was saying, "No, you come to me." And Young's unboxing was so unorthodox. There was one stage where Ali cut the ring off on him, and Young just put his head through the ropes and made the referee stop the action. That's illegal, and I think that's why he didn't get the decision, because he's doing a lot of unorthodox stuff. But Jimmy Young is one of the most underrated heavyweight boxers. He actually floored George Foreman and outplayed Puerto Rico. He was a really good fighter.
He retired George Foreman.
even at the tail end of his career, when he fought Jerry Cooney and he got cut and lost, that was a good fight, man. It was a serious fight, bro.
That was, man. Ali, all the great fighters he fought, man. You know?
Everybody, man, in his era. Every heavyweight.
Yeah. You know? Great fighters. Fraser was great as well. I mean, people say Fraser was... That Joe Fraser was a great fighter. I didn't even admit that Joe Fraser was great, bro. He brought that pain, bro. Like, I know George Foreman dealt with him, but, bro, he brought it, man. Joe Fraser, bro, there wasn't no hiding. When that left hook kicked you, bro, you knew it was the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I mean, no joke, man. No joke.
In the third fight, if Joe Frazier ain't quit, Ali wasn't trying to come back in the 15th round. He had enough too. They had fought to the death. Yeah, but the man quit on the stool. Ali was so relieved, you know what I'm saying? Because he was about to give up too, because these guys went through hell and back.
Well, the thing is, it was easy. Everything was easy for Ali most of the time he used to fight. But that fight there, that was like, man, this ain't fun no more. This is a serious. At that point, you know, the real severity of the boxing, realize how severe this is. This is like nasty. Like, man, I can dig down deep, man. You know what I'm saying?
15 rounds.
Yeah, 15 rounds. You have to dig deep, man. Just to beat this guy, you have to go through all this thing. Joe Frazier was bringing it, man. He brought it. Like, Yankee Durham wasn't in his corner by then. He died. And they had Eddie Fudge. But, boy, like, that fight there is... It's hard. That fight's hard because they were both really the same after that fight again, you know?
Nah, he took a lot of damage in that fight. Both of them.
Yeah, both of them, man. Both of them, man.
Yeah.
Next to each other.
Yeah,
absolute warfare that was, man.
Like,
I see when in one of the late rounds, Ali was teeing up, and Frazier he couldn't even see, but Frazier couldn't give up. Man, this dude, give up, Joe. No, I'm not. If it was anyone else, he would have probably gave up, you know. But
no.
Nah, he losing the joke, man. They losing the joke. But we got
Ali said he just want to go home after that fight, man. I just want to go home. I'm tired.
Yeah. They could have quit after that, but you know Ali, man, he just couldn't leave it. He had to go back in there. Scorsese, you up in the chat? Scorsese, you here? He just bounced that chat.
Tell you what, man. I mean, when Holmes started putting that jab on him, Holmes punished him, man.
Yeah, man.
And like he could have done, he could have went harder at him as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's another one as well, man. If they fought it in their prime, it would have been interesting. I would have gave it to Ali. But
yeah,
I'm not sure.
Proper palm.
There was no sparring. Like if they never sparred or nothing like that.
They sparred heavy.
I'm saying if he never gave Holmes the sparring thing, I would have because when he was sparring, he got a chance to mix with all them great fighters. That's how he learned his skills. So if he wasn't put in that surroundings, he would have been a good fighter, but he wouldn't have been as good as he would because he was sparring with great fighters, and Ali was looking after him. He was getting paid. That equation, right, where he's not in the spar, he's not a sparring partner. Then I don't give him a shot because Ali brought great fighters into his camp, and that's how he got better. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
obviously, but what I'm saying is you can only everyone's got to learn somewhere. I'm just saying when he was a fully developed fighter and Ali was a fully developed fighter. Look, I'm saying Ali's got a better resume and he's the better fighter. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying when you're talking about putting them two in the ring, I don't think so. I think it's a tough 50-50. That's what yeah, I ain't giving no what. You think Ali would just brush through Holmes?
I don't think no one's brushing Holmes, bro. I don't think it's a 50-50 though.
Ali's got Holmes got a way longer reach. His jab is stiffer. He could move himself.
He ain't never fought no one Ali could move.
That's way more accurate than George Foreman's. Listen,
he can't hit.
At his prime, Holmes was one of the best heavyweights ever. And one tell you any difference.
He don't get enough credit.
No. I'm just saying, from my perspective, I'm just saying, like, he would be an underdog. And I thought Ali would have outpointed him, but I didn't say it was going to be easy. Not at all. I wouldn't say that at all. I would never say that. They're both Hall of Famers. I'm just saying I'd pick Ali in that one. But like I said, you put all the intangibles right there, all the variables right there. It makes it harder.
Holmes is a better boxer than Ken Norton. He beat Ken Norton. Only just about, but right?
Yeah, it was a close fight. Today actually is the anniversary for that fight.
Yeah, I know that was a great fight, but you're dealing with Ali off a layoff, man. The man's come off a layoff, innit? That's the Ali we're dealing with now, innit? This is the Ali of his second career. We're not dealing with the Ali just after
that was a one-sided beat. That Ali was finished. I'm talking about a prime Ali against a prime Holmes.
Yeah, I just said, yeah. Go ahead. I already said my piece. I said my piece already. Like, I got Ali in that one, man.
That's I understand that.
Yeah, I what you're saying, because you're bringing, like, you see the variables you brought up. They're absolutely right, man. All them other factors, and you're right, man. All them other factors, if you weigh into there, it's not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy, but like, you know, they'd have it. Ali would be a favorite. I'm sure he'd be a big favorite coming into that fight, right? But hey, he was in fact, he was the favorite coming into the Holmes fight. You know.
He was?
Yeah, he was the favorite. Everyone had him a favorite.
Misguided, though, wasn't it? That was just misguided.
Yeah, but that's because and then what were they saying? Because he was former sparring partner. Ali should be able to beat him. That was the thing, man. That's always, and that was Ali when he was dipped. So I'm just saying, you know, he would have been a favorite regardless. But you know, that's, you know, hey.
Holmes had about 4 inches of reach on him, man.
Ali fought guys with longer reach than him before.
Yeah, but no one had a jab like Holmes who Ali faced. No.
Well, Lister's jab is pretty good.
Only Lister.
Yeah, he had a long reach.
Longer than Ali's, man. Longer than Ali. Ali's quick, man. Quick. But you know, like I said, innit, you bring a good point though, because
they don't have the same mobility Holmes had. Like,
no, he doesn't. But my Holmes wasn't like a good mobility. He moved faster than Lister though.
Moved fast. He had quick hand speed too. Yeah. That jab come through like a shotgun, man.
Yeah. But where do you think he learned that from though? Ali's in the training camps, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why it would be such a. Because look. Holmes studied Ali more than Ali studied Holmes. So that's so difficult. Holmes has criticized Ali. He said, Ali isn't that good a boxer. Holmes said, I took his jab and made it a better jab. He said he studied Ali's jab. It was fast.
Yeah, exactly.
He said he managed to make it into a stiff weapon that he tried to walk through.
That's true, but this is the thing, yeah? Like, if he wasn't in that camp, you're learning all that stuff, and if you just take him out of the equation, but obviously, Ali didn't know he was going to be fighting this dude.
You can say that, right? You see what you're saying? Yeah. There were loads of people in Ali's camp. How could they didn't become as good as Holmes?
No, who in Ali's camp, when he had them in the camp, ended up fighting him?
Jimmy Young,
he beat him. Ali beat him in it, fair and square, right?
Yeah.
Who else? In the camp.
I can't reel off a massive.
No, I'm just saying, like, so I don't think Ali would have been. I don't think Ali fought. That
Tim Witherspoon was an Ali sparring partner. Tim didn't fight nothing like Ali.
No, I'm talking about. I said the guys in the camp.
Sorry. No, right. Witherspoon didn't fight nothing like Ali, but Holmes had a similar style to Ali. So being in the camp tells you a certain amount of how the fight is going to come out. It doesn't tell you that he's going to fight like Ali. But
no, I wasn't saying that. I was saying to you, being in the camp, that Ali didn't think that eventually this guy, I'm going to be fighting this guy. I don't think he ever thought that. If he knew that eventually this guy, I'm going to be fighting him, I don't think this guy would have been in the camp. But Larry Holmes had them things in his mind that he said, I'll fight anyone. I'll take him. Of course I'll take him. I can beat him. I was in his camp. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He was ready. Like, he didn't care. I'll fight him. But when he got in there, like he said, he held back. But like, it's a good, interesting topic though. But again, it's the great fighters, man. It's like, again, it's two great fighters. But Ali touched so many people, man. Touched so many people, bro. Like, innit? You know, you can talk about Ali. We could talk about Ali for keep going round and round and round.
Michael Dobbs was in the sparring camp. Michael Dobbs used to spar with him late in his career. They actually had an exhibition fight.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to point out majorly in his camp. This is what I'm trying to say. He had the best guys in his camp. That's why Ali good, because he had all them great fighters in his camp, and they all be great. Like you say, Matthew Saad Muhammad. Remember, Mr. Bashir was round there. Matthew Saad Muhammad. All them guys there, they still got up to the Pennsylvania camps. Because that was like a proper fight camp out there, bro. Like Mr. Bashir.
From that video, it looks like, man, a place where
that's like a whole. You know what he looks like? You know what this looks like Rocky IV, right? You know Rocky IV. where he had Rocky Falls with the Apollo's trainer up in the camp in the snow.
Yeah.
That's where he got the idea from, man. You know what I mean?
True.
Just all the ideas, man. That was why he got that wood cabin thing, because Ali had the wood cabin thing in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you secluded, man.
Yeah, secluded. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know?
Yep.
That's where Verdejo steal the ideas, man, and no one could tell him anything, can he? He was just stealing it. My mama is a generous dude, like, so he wouldn't even say, like,
The only thing I liked about celebrating Ali's death with a lot of other people in social media, some people get carried away. Oh, there'll never be another great fighter. Well, Larry Holmes is still walking the planet. He went 48-0.
Yeah.
Right? 48-0. George won the title in his mid-40s. He's won the title twice. There are great fighters walking the planet still. So I don't like getting carried away. You know, like, these people think, oh, I have to give Ali such a massive praise to prove what a great fighter. No, you don't. You don't have to go that far. We know how great he is. You don't have to exaggerate it out of proportion. There are still great fighters walking on the planet today. You know what I mean? Over-exaggerating. That's the only thing I like, you know, when shit gets corny, it ceases to become realistic or authentic. But it becomes corny.
Yeah, but the only thing is, yeah, like Holmes, you're right about them being. Look, bruv, Holmes was the past, but they're giving me. Hopefully, they give him his just dues, because when he was doing his thing, they didn't give him his just dues because he beat Ali, man. But like only now, but that's because of all the old sports writers at the time. But like a lot of people since then, man, they give Holmes his credit. You know what I mean? They give his credit, but it took a while for them to actually give Holmes his credit. He was actually a great heavyweight, but they realized what whack heavyweights came after him, man. They were whack, man.
Lennox Lewis is a great. Lennox Lewis is a...
No question.
Yeah, he is.
Evander Holyfield is a great heavyweight fighter. And it's
Yeah, he is.
fighter. Still walking the planet. So I mean...
Parnell's a great. Parnell Whitaker's great, man.
Yeah, but yeah, Parnell Whitaker is a lightweight champion walking the planet. Roberto Duran is a great former fighter walking the planet. Marvin Hagler, there's loads of them.
Right.
So I don't know why this over-exaggeration. See, that's one thing I don't get. You're right. Look, we acknowledge that he's great, one of the greatest, but you don't have to go. When you do that, you give a distorted reality to boxing, to the people learning it. Yeah? Because a lot of them think, oh, there's no more great fighters no more. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's an asinine statement. There's plenty of... I still got guys like James Toney, man. He's still a great to me. You know, he's still around. I'm not comparing him to Ali, no. But, you know, a lot of different fighters have achieved greatness in this sport. You know what I mean? It's all about glory, and a lot of guys have achieved that.
Well, James Toney got nice... When he came to London, I was there. Like, a lot of people came out to go see that dude, bro. And
Sure.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to say that he reciprocated the warm welcome, but you know, when Ali came around, it was, boy, listen, you're talking when Ali was Ali, talking crowds,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And that's you know, a fight. If you're just talking about a fighter, then fine. But Ali was like, again, Ali was more than just a fighter, isn't it? You see him, he used to go to Oxford, Cambridge, and do speeches, you know, talking about all kinds of topics, the war, everything. So it's like why a lot of people they knew Ali more than just in the ring. Obviously, they knew him from outside the ring. That's why he used to bring so much celebrities and stuff like that. Other fighters, they were just fighters, man. They was nothing more than fighters. They were great fighters. And Ali's a great fighter, but it was more than just a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people going overboard because they recognize he was more than that. He could do loads of things, man.
Jack LaMotta's still alive, man. He's still alive.
Yeah.
And see, the thing, like, Jake just mentioned James Toney. Like, James Toney, if I was going to box, I'd probably try and model my style of Toney. But he's only got the flag is the steroids. But apart from that, like, one of my favorite boxing performances was him against Barton. I watched that. I remember that. I watched that about 20 times, man.
Against Iran Barkley, right?
Yeah, he dissected Barkley, bro.
Yeah.
Dissected him, bro. Like he taking the wings off a ball.
Yeah.
He carved him up, bro.
He carved him up off the ropes.
I tell you what performance I kind of watched was Roberto Duran versus what's his name, Davey Moore, man.
Yeah, that was.
Every time I look at that fight, I said, no way he could beat this dude. Like, Roberto's going to get murdered, and Iron Barkley as well. Every time I looking, I think this dude's going to work him, you know that. Every time I'm always fooled. I see this guy carving them up. Roberto Duran. You knew this guy used to be a lightweight. Like, yeah. You know, and James Toney beating Evander Holyfield. Man, I thought he was going to get killed in that fight, bro.
Me too.
What's he doing in there against him? But that's fighting, you know.
And he stopped Evander.
Yeah, he did. He did, man.
Crack out Holyfield.
Yeah, he did, man. That's what I'm saying, man. He did, man.
Crack out Holyfield, man. Really? Man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what fight? It's Chris Bird and James Toney. I would have liked to see that.
Yeah, I would have see Roy Jones.
That'd be a good fight.
Roy Jones and I want to see Roy Jones and Chris Bird at the time because they were both champions.
Yeah, that'd be
right.
I think he was the IBF or WBO, Chris Bird, and I was
IBF.
He was the IBF at the time, and Roy Jones on the WBA, and I was like, man, why didn't they fight? Roy Jones should have fought him. Roy Jones should have fought Chris. He should have fought Chris Bird, and they should have done for unification. Even if Roy Jones lost the fight, right, it would have been good for him. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a technical heavyweight fight. And you would have gave Chris Bird that credit that he never got. He never got respect. You know what I mean? Even if you beat Evander, he never got that just due credit. If you beat Roy Jones, it would have been, yeah, man. And then, you know what I'm saying? But it never happened.
Yeah, because he came from the super middleweights, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he moved up too in weight.
He lost a lot of weight, though, Chris Bird. We talked to Chris Bird. He said most of the heavyweights, man, these days, they took steroids. That's what he told us, man. So,
I won't doubt it.
Yeah, I won't doubt it, man. But, no, man. All right, man, we're going to wrap this up, man. Man, I appreciate you guys over here. Look, we just reminiscing Muhammad Ali and all kind of boxing talk, man. And check B Marsh over here. Chris Gaban was here. Natty Turner. Benuma didn't say nothing, but he was here. Scorsese was here.
Chris Gaban, he was it.
Yeah, Chris was here. Yeah, he was here. He bounced on him. Like, the cats were over here, man. He was over here just topping it up. You know what I mean? Like, we're paying our respects to the great one. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. So, yeah, man. Well, we're going to break, man. And hopefully, like, we've done predictions and stuff. We're going to keep this boxing thing going on, man. You guys enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch up soon. Peace.
Peace.